Welcome back to 5-Minute Knives, the channel that will take a small EDC fixed blade over most folders any day of the week. And today, we're going to talk about a sheath I made for my buddy Jonathan, who sent this one in, for the Becker BK11. But first, let's try to sell you guys one of these things. And we're back! Okay, hopefully you guys purchased and ordered a sheath for me by emailing me at dragonscalejoe@gmail.com. Remember, Subscribe members get 15% off all sheath orders. Becker BK11. Buddy John sent this in. I really like the knife a lot. Now, John is the manager, tour manager, whatever you want to call it, for Mark Chestnut Tours. He's into guitars. It's his whole ting. Go ahead and leave a link to your business in the comments if you'd like, bud. Advertise, I don't mind at all. And he seemed like a really nice guy. So he watched my ProTech Godfather video and hit me up about that. We decided I would keep that one. And he said, well, you know, I would like some sheaths made. I don't know for what. And then he said, well, how about the Becker BK11? I said, send her in, bud. So he did. He just wanted a simple black sheath with no hardware attached. Well, he was so nice, I couldn't help myself. I included a combat loop for him. As you guys know, this is how these guys work. He gets hardware and I put these like tan finishing washers to match the handle. I couldn't help it. This one's on me, bud. I don't consider that a waste of money. I'm sure he's going to order again in the future. But here's your sheath. Push off on the thumb ramp and out she comes. So here's your Becker BK11. And this is a beloved knife on the channel. You guys all seem to really like these small EDC fixed blades for the most part. And this one is 6.75 in overall length. The blade length is 3.25 inches. The blade thickness is 0.17 inches. It's 1095 steel, as is tradition with all the Becker K-bar stuff, with a 56 to 58 Rockwell and a drop point style. So the blade grind is a flat grind. And yeah, handle length is 3.5 inches. And the overall weight is 3.2 ounces, but I don't think that's factoring the aftermarket scales that he got and added here. I think he got these on the knifeconnection.com, if I'm not mistaken. If not, buddy, let us know where you got these and how much they ran you. But overall, the BK11 skeletonized would run you about 60 bucks. And here's the sheath that it comes with, kind of like worn like in a neck style, as you can see by the paracord, like so. And there's the sheath, barely any retention. I mean, I can pull this out pretty easy. And you get a maraca. Okay? So this sheath sucks. Straight up, K-bar, if you're listening, you got to do better. And look, it's not the easiest knife to make a sheath for. It's actually kind of a pain. If you see in here, I had to bend a piece around here by hand. I burnt the crap out of myself. I put an added retention eyelet here to give it the right retention. But now, as we can see, she clicks into place. There's no maraca of any kind. And I think it's a really nice knife. So I set it up horizontal scout carry for right-hand draw. Just use the thumb ramp when you draw a bud. And there is a chance that your finger could wrap around this piece here and kind of make it a little more difficult to draw. Just keep your index finger a little bit loose on the way out and you should be fine. But overall, it's a much better sheath. I think that you're going to be serviced very well by this sheath for many years to come. If you have any issues, you let me know. But I do appreciate your business. And this is just a little quickie video thanking my buddy for the business. And plug in the subscribe star. Again, you guys get 15% off all sheaths. So I'm going to hammer this point home till y'all get it, because you guys are buying a lot of sheaths at full price, which is sweet. And some of you are even tipping me, which is incredible. Don't get me wrong. But I'd love it if you signed up on Subscribestar. I'm trying to grow it and I don't really post over there. So I want to add some value to it. So the value is, if you're buying sheaths, that's the value. You know, and also you're keeping the channel going. So it's pretty amazing. But anyway, here's the knife. Really great balance, by the way, with these like aftermarket handle scales. Very comfy in the hand. As you can see from the bottom here, we got like this weird little part here, but it doesn't really bother me. It feels actually pretty nice. And you can attach a lanyard coming or going. Very handy little implement. And this knife has grown on me quite a bit. I've made several sheaths for it. That's how I came up with this like funky little design, because it's very hard to get the retention right on one of these. But there she is. She clicks into place. She's good to go. Thank you, buddy, for the business. I do appreciate you guys. Kind of a wham-bammer, I know, but you know, I don't have a lot to say. You guys know this knife pretty well, and it's a solid knife. It's a keeper, and I'm pleased to see that many of you own it. Also, it comes with a really crappy sheath. So if you really love this knife, it only makes sense to hit me up. So that's my 2 cents. I do appreciate you guys, and I will see you next time on 5 Minute Knives.